Hey First Baptist, thanks for connecting with us again. Earlier this week, a handful of guys met here in this room to watch Monday Night Football. And as we watched the game, we had an interesting discussion of draftees, mercenaries, and volunteers. You know, the difference between those groups is that a draftee is someone who is pressed into service, and it's often true that they're serving against their will. A mercenary is one who gets paid to serve. And again, it's often true that the quality of their service is dependent upon the level of compensation. But a volunteer is somebody who wants to be there, who serves because they want to. It's interesting that those phrases often describe our involvement in the church and our service to the Lord. In a growing church, in a dynamic ministry, there will always be ministry needs and positions to fill. And we could coerce people into service and press them into service, or we could go the professional route and pay people to fill ministry needs. But the real ministry and the dynamic impact is going to be made by those who want to be there, who want to serve the Lord. I'm convinced that that's what Paul had in mind when he wrote to the Romans and said, "I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, not because you have to, but because you want to." So my question, First Baptist, is which of those groups describe you? There is a fourth group. We could talk about those who are missing in action, but we'll save that for another time. Which of those groups describe you? Do you serve the Lord because you have to? Do you serve the Lord because you're paid to? Or do you serve the Lord because you want to? That's the type of service that brings eternal reward. And that's the kind of service that will make a dynamic impact in our church. So my encouragement again is keep serving the Lord because you want to. We'll see you on Sunday.